Looking now at the other big headline at this hour, one person has died due to suffocation during the Rath Yatra in Puri. Huge crowds showed up for this particular Yatra. Look at those visuals coming in from Puri. In fact, earlier today, President Draupadi Murmu was also there for this two-day event. In fact, former Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik was also present there. The local administration says it's not a stampede-like situation, but through the day, many reports of people getting injured, in fact, people being taken on stretchers, those pieces of information came in. But look at those visuals of how people are finding it difficult to actually wade through the crowds there. Dramatic visuals coming in, and tragically one person has died as well. This year around, it is indeed a special Rath Yatra, given the fact that it's being held after 3 years. Saurabh Gupta is now joining us live, in fact, from the Rath Yatra spot. Saurabh, very tragic there that one devotee has died, but what is the latest you're picking up in terms of people who've been injured? Is the death toll expected to rise? How are the authorities managing the huge crowds there?
Well, just to give you an idea of the crowd, you can look at the visuals. What you see behind me is the Rath of Lord Jagannath, and just look around. And when my camera person pans, you'll be able to estimate the kind of crowd that exists here. Now, this is something that has been the case throughout the day, and I'm only showing you about 30 to 40% of the crowd, because the rest of the crowd is across the Baradanda road, which is where the Rath travels. So all along this 3-kilometer distance, this is the kind of crowd that is there. But all through the day, we've seen people, some of them who've collapsed because of the heat or because of suffocation, because of the crowd. They've all been taken away in ambulances, stretchers. In fact, we saw social service organizations like the RSS also, helping out with the crowd management here. And all of that has been taking place throughout the day. But it's a huge congregation. This is one of the biggest, again, religious gatherings in the country. And there is, of course, a lot of facilities on standby, including ambulances, stretchers, people within the crowd to manage crowds. There are drones monitoring the crowd all the time. But at the same time, there are people who may not be able to, still cope with the kind of... In fact, I can see one more ambulance just coming in now as we speak here. You can see, of course, there's another ambulance coming in. So that's been the situation all day. There have been people who've needed medical attention throughout the day. In fact, you can see this ambulance in the picture that's moving through the crowd. That has been the scene all day, and that's something that we've seen, and this is something that Puri is used to dealing with. However, this was a very special Rath Yatra, and there are multiple reasons for it. One is that it spreads across 2 days, and the second is that, after 71 years, something like this is happening. And also the fact, I beg your pardon, since 1971, not after 71 years, since 1971, something like this is happening. So it's a very special Rath Yatra. Again, okay. I'll keep the focus on the ambulance. So that's been the scene all day, as people have struggled to sometimes cope with the heat. But the crowds are still very much there. They're going to continue till this yatra is going to continue. But obviously, unfortunately, one person has died because of suffocation. Okay. And, if there are more people who fall ill, that could also be